Okay, so my book is called School and all the subjects included. And my cover is like a schoolhouse with like a bell. And then I dedicated it to Josh and Nick. Those are my brothers. They're right here. So my first poem is called Math. You multiply, divide, add, and subtract. Math can be hard. We all know that is a fact. There are so many numbers starting with 1, 2, and 3. The more math you know, the smarter you will be. There are so many word problems, equations, and shapes. You can learn math from books, videos, and tapes. Math is important. You use it many times, like when you are counting money, such as nickels, pennies, and dimes. It will be a challenge, but I hope you learn lots, so when you're frustrated, I hope you remember these thoughts. And then my picture is like a picture of a kid sitting at a desk, very confused. It's an actual representation of me in math. And then my next poem is called Art. Brushes paint in so many colors. This subject is like none of the others. If you're creative with what you know, as an artist you will grow. In art there are so many different things to admire. From all the different styles you aspire. Markers, paint, crayons, or pens, there are so many different supplies to use. It all depends. Once you have found your own creativity to create art, you and your new talent will never part. And then my picture is like of this like art thing, and it's like dripping paint to like make it more realistic, I guess. And then my next poem is called English. So many words with so much to say. English is an important subject to know. People will use English their whole life as they grow. Letters, poetry, essays, and stories. We all know the language. Now we just have to write it properly. You read it, write it, hear it, and speak it. You will use these skills to get good grades, into college, and possibly a great job. It is easy to get a hang of the subject. There is no reason to stop. And then my picture is of an English book with a pencil. And then my next poem is called Lunch. You munch and crunch, you sit wherever you fit, you talk to your friends, knowing your relationships will never come to ends. Many times the food is something you will not crave, but you will still have to behave. Eating lunch is a need, so in class you may succeed, even though your teachers may go. It is the lunch lady who you get to know. Once lunch ends, it is time to go out and look at the sun. It is then time for loads of fun. And my picture is like of these kids eating lunch at a table. And my next poem is called Recess. Students swing on the swings till the bell rings. Children play tag while in a circle they run, creating a cycle of never-ending fun. Everyone has fun here. There's just so much to embrace. Who knows what will happen in this happy place? Children throw, toss, bounce, and dribble balls. Nothing can stop these kids, even if the rain falls. Recess is full of excitement. During this time, even the teachers find delightment. And this is like a picture of like, I don't know, like a kid playing ball, and I don't know what that girl's doing. She's like dancing or something at recess. And then my next one is called History. We can learn about our ancestors, our country, and our discoveries. There's so much to history, you just have to see. Without history, who knows what we would be? There's so much to learn about the world, both then and now. History can be so interesting, you just have to learn how. There's so many wars, treaties, discoveries, and days. Our country has done so much. The more you learn, the more you will know of their ways. Columbus, George Washington, and Martin Luther King. History should be one of your favorite things. You can learn all this from watching, hearing, or reading. The more we know about history, the more we can take with us when proceeding. And this is like a picture. It was supposed to be like a Native American and a pilgrim swapping a treaty. And then my next one's called Physical Education. Run, we warm up and jog, we feel our bodies fill with heat and adrenaline. We play games like tag and dodgeball. We can jump, throw, dribble, swing, and sprint. For many kids, this is the funnest time of the day. You will be so out of breath, you won't have anything to say. We play with parachutes, bats, baskets, ropes, and balls. No matter what we do, though, There's no running down the halls. In PE, we can learn and stay healthy. And I have like kids who are being active, like jumping rope and lifting weights. And then my next one is called science. We take notes, mix, and read. In science, many things can be perceived. We learn many things from the book. When the teacher tries new experiments, all the students gather to take a look. In science class, it is a mission to learn about things like bonding, osmosis, and fission. The teacher may irritate you, but always be nice. She can teach you about how liquid turns into ice. Science can be challenging, but make the best of what is fun. And then I have like a teacher who's like doing experiments with like some bottle or something, and he has his goggles on. The library. There is so much to read. Be sure to take advantage because it is all free. There is something for everyone on the shelf. Be sure to help yourself. You can read about anyone, old or new, from Benjamin Franklin to Winnie the Pooh. There are magazines and newspapers as well, such as the New York Times. You can read about current events or perhaps some old times. If you ever need help, the librarian is there to attend. No matter what you are trying to find, she will always be there till the end. There is so much to choose and so much to borrow, but no matter what you choose, make sure it is still there tomorrow. And then I put a picture of like all the different sections of like books you have. You can have like your fiction and your history, and those are like the shelves. And then my next one is called Homework. That's my final poem. Now that the school day is over, it is the time we all dread, the time when we must learn at home. Even though it is hard and boring, it is something we must all do. Do not turn your homework in late, or you will be in trouble. It is necessary to make sure you understand the material that was taught in school, so try your best. And if you have any questions, your teacher is there to know the rest. And then this is an actual representation of me doing my homework. It's a kid who's really frustrated, and he's like holding his homework and a pencil. And that's the end of my book.
Yay! Nick, you're not going to clap for her?